it's your girl Ilana.
And it's your girl Tonya.
And we are them brown girls. Okay, so clearly she can harmonize. But the reason why is because she has like that real good directing ear.
But remember that
and I just have to sing the background though ear. Okay? So when you give me mine up, then I'll sing it. But I can't just find it.
Y'all know I've always given her a no, so we always have this issue. Anyway, it's good to see. I always say anyway. I really want to find another word. I can't
Well, we'll do that in the next episode. Right now.
Yes. So guess what? Before we get started, because we're going to do it early this time and not forget.
Yes.
Don't forget to click, like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube page, Them Brown Girls. You can find us on all social medias. Actually,
social media platforms.
Yes. Are we on Twitter?
No, actually not on Twitter. So Instagram and Facebook are our main platforms.
Yes.
And probably TikTok coming soon.
Probably, yes, exactly, probably. But we're so happy to have you again. I am so excited that we have something that's a little bit different today. I take it to heart. I am a mother and a wife, and I am excited to be able to share this time with someone that we know and have been around for some years now, and has grown up at the church that we go to. We actually didn't grow up there, but she's grown up at the church we go to. And so, one thing I love about this girl is that she has this new blog.
Yes.
Called the Braless.
The Braless blog. Well, first of all, when she said braless, you had me at braless.
She had it. Because the day you come home,
the first thing that goes.
And you unattach this contraption.
Yeah. And in this COVID season, I just really don't even want to wear it.
Oh, okay.
I have one.
Yes. Thank God. Thank you. We appreciate it. But yeah, so you know, those times when you just want to just relax, kind of just be open about conversating about things that you probably would normally talk about. This is a great blog. This is going to be a really, really good blog. It's for, not just for the wife and the mother, but it's also for the female.
Yeah,
so,
it's just for the woman, for the young woman, for the woman, period. So
yes. So we're going to bring over to you, introduce you. How does people say?
We are going to bring to you on this.
What's the one when they say?
What?
What's when they say? Introduce you to others. I don't want to.
I've never been to church. So what we're gonna do is that we are going to bring to you, introduce to you, the creator and the mind and the beautiful woman behind the Braless blog.
Yes. Here we go. All right. So we are back with Miss Victoria Archer. She is the creator of Braless Blogs. Tell us what Braless Blog is.
It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful. So Braless Blog, my husband actually came up with the name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
because he understands the woman now.
That's right. I love it.
But yes, Braless Blog is basically a blog that is about being real in conversation, being comfortable. There's nothing more real and comfortable than coming at home and stepping your bra. Letting the girls hang. You know they start to hang as soon as they get up, right? But yeah, just like hang out and it's just real and comfortable. And so I formed this blog after I became a wife and a mom, and I just felt like there was something missing in the conversation about what I was about to get into. And so for me, these are kind of like sensitive subjects that people don't like to talk about. Moms will skip over when talking with their daughters about it. I know I didn't get a lot of conversation about it. And so I kind of want to bring these topics to the forefront. Things that wives go through, that women go through, that moms go through, that I think some bloggers are now being a little more vocal about, but I want to be very intentional about it.
That's good. That's good. I kind of wish I kind of had that, because me living here, I have nothing but males here. So I be needing a little female chat, and they don't want to talk to me, and they don't want to put on a wig and act like a girl. So I just be like, well, I just talk to myself. You know, I can't do that. But this is good. This is good. I'm glad that you created this. This is good.
And I like conversations. I like the conversation where it's, you know, it may not necessarily be the easiest thing, but a lot of times these are things that women need to hear. They need to talk about, and they need to process. So to have a forum where they can come on and be like, wow, somebody gets it, somebody relates to me. That's also doing something for mental health. So that's
absolutely. I think most women say, I never thought that anybody else went through this. And so we're just not talking about it, but we're all going through it.
But you can maybe say, you too?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, me too? Okay. Well, that's good. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Victoria Archer. Yeah, so so I am married right now to my high school sweetheart. Yeah. We ended up separating after high school for about 7 years, and we came back together. And during that time, I went to Berkeley, go Bears, to UC Berkeley, and I was pre-med, and I did the whole medical thing. I was an athletic trainer for a while. I worked in emergency medicine for a while. I was like gung-ho pre-med. Going to medical school, I actually came down and did a Master's of Science down in Southern California, and was applying and interviewing for medical schools when my husband and I got married. Yeah. So we just reconnected, and it was just like, boom, took off. And so all of a sudden, I'm married. Like, whoa, we're married. And as I was interviewing for medical school, and I got a seat, and I was waiting to go in, I was pregnant. I was really trying to plan out how this was going to look. Like, okay, I'm gonna postpone medical school for just a year. And I think that is when God listened to my husband first, and then me, because he knew I wasn't going to accept it right away, that this was my season for motherhood. And it was really hard for me to accept that, because I grew up in my family as, this is our family doctor. Here's your doctor. Like, I come home from school and they're trying to diagnose, what, I got this right here. And so I was that person in my family. So I really struggled with it. And after having my daughter, I was planning on still going back to medical school and taking the seat. And I was really struggling, and my husband was like, just be a stay-at-home mom. And I was like, okay, I get to cuddle on the couch with this baby. This is gonna be great. And it was hard. It was really hard. It was really hard to be at home, sleepless with this baby. And it was really trying. And but I accepted the call. After a few months, about 6 months later, I was pregnant again with my second. So I was like, well, I'm really not going to do it.
Okay, my calling is really fun.
It's heavy. Okay. Thank you, Lord. So I kind of took the hit.
Gotcha.
And I took the hit, and I was like, okay, I'm going to just embrace this stay-at-home mom thing. And during that time, I dealt with postpartum depression. During that time, I lost a little bit of my self-identity. I didn't know who I was anymore. The first time in my life that I wasn't working or in school or
like you feel like you had purpose.
I didn't feel like I had purpose. I was like, I'm just the mom, right? I'm just a stay-at-home mom. Like, it just didn't have any value. And that was really hard for me to cope with. And so for me, that's when I started to blog.
That's good.
I was about a month or 2 pregnant with my son, and I was like, I need to, number one, write about this for
get it out.
Self-therapy. Get it out. But then I thought, well, a lot of my friends are going through the same things. And so I just started to write a blog to help others now.
You know what's really funny? I have one son who, when he was little, was like 10 people. But I have one son, and my mom was a person who, and bless her little heart, I just love you, Mom, who never wanted you to embrace things. So like, even when it came down to like cramps, right? She was like, we don't hold on to that. It's not like, it's like is it as if it wasn't real, or like I was creating this. I'm like, I'm really in pain. Like, really don't feel good. Or like when you go through, you do have your period, now you go through these mood swings. She's like, we don't embrace that. So when I had my son, I found myself crying and not knowing why. And I was making up a reason. I was like, because I was like, this makes no sense, and everything was just kind of like all over the place. But I didn't have an outlet. Like, I didn't have nobody else to tell me that what I was going through. It wasn't until he got older when I realized, like, okay, this is postpartum. And that's what my doctor did tell me eventually. But I kept everything to myself. And my mom was like, we don't embrace that. That's not what it is. You just crying just because you're crying. I'm like, no, I don't even know why. I can't explain to you. But this is good because, those conversations are kind of skipped in, I guess, in their generation. My mom is 65, 64, I'm sorry, no. But maybe in their direction they just kind of didn't teach me that. I don't know, but I'm glad that you have this. This is really, really, really good, really, really good. So, tell us about some of the topics that you have.
Yes. So one that I kind of started right out the gate with was abortion.
Whoa! Oh, yeah. Again, you was
in the chat.
Yeah.
So heavy hitters. And it was kind of my intention behind it was kind of to do away with the stigma of abortion. I think when people throw out, abortion is like, what side are you talking about? And I think a lot more people and women have had abortions than like to say because it's shunned, it's looked down upon, and
not just the church,
just in general, right? And so it's not my for or against stand for abortion at all, but myself, I've had two. And I never thought that I would ever be in that situation. You know, I just didn't think that I would be in a situation where I would have to make that choice. And then when I was in that position, I didn't think that was the choice that I would make, right? And so I discussed one of those experiences that I have with those two. And then another one is, of course, postpartum, as we're talking about right now. And the postpartum kid, but postpartum depression. I also have now a 5-day postpartum devotional.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't. Hey, you're doing this brown girl right here doing big things. I love it.
Yes, so it's free. It's a free 5-day preview of the full-length postpartum devotional because it was something that I thought was critical that I did during my third child. So I have 3 kids. So during this last pregnancy or postpartum stage, I'm actually still in it, right? I'm only 6 months postpartum, but so after this one, it went a lot better. And I just did something different. And so I was trying to pull together the tools that I use and put them into a devotional to help other women.
I mean, God is ordering His steps, right? I mean,
I'm trying to be obedient. I am.
Wow. So how do we get a hold of this?
So if you go to any of my platforms, especially like my IG, and you just go to the link in my bio, you will see, just click on the link in the bio and you'll see something that says get your free 5-day postpartum devotional.
That's wonderful.
That is wonderful. Thank you for that.
So new mommies, get out there and get that tool.
Yes, new mommies and mommies is about to be. Like if you you just don't know, you just never know. Tell us a little bit about your family, your kids.
Oh, my little ones. So I have a 4-year-old daughter, Naomi, and she is like all princess for me. Like she is radiant. She is mommy number 2. She's so fun and so sweet. And I have a 2-year-old boy, Blake. He's actually Eric Blake Archer III. And he is all boy. I'm like, how are they even laying? Like, he is just jump off of everything, hit, punch, kick, and but he's sweet. Like, he's the biggest helper in the world. I love him. And then there's Noah. Oh, precious Noah. Noah, he just turned 6 months old, and so that is my little cuddle buddy right now. And he's super quiet, and he's super calm, and I think he just, by default, that's that 3rd child. I just have to sit there and just watch all the craziness, and he just sits and observes, and every now and then he gets hyped with us, but he's just now learning to sit up, and he's been rolling over, so he's a ton of fun. And then my husband, of course, is just my dynamite husband here, and he's a love.
You know, you guys, they met when they was like 2. And then after they turned 2, they started going together when they was like 6. But then they was like, we're not gonna do that at 6. And then they came back. They've been together since birth. Okay.
That's hilarious. Yes.
And still, I can tell that the love is still there.
Yeah.
He loves you.
Yes.
I actually work with him, so he loves you.
Thank you.
So where's the blog going? Where is this 5-day blog going?
Oh yes, the devotional.
The devotional. Sorry.
Yes. So it's actually going to be more than just 5 days. I am still working on it, but it's going to be a few more days, and it's going to have resources in it that women can use that I thought was helpful throughout my journey, and then you can just reread it, over and over and over, because the days seem to recycle themselves. So, and you can just share it, pass it along to a friend, and What's
good about this is that you've been through the journey of, okay, this was heavy, I don't know what to do. okay, I kind of maybe, I don't, and now you got to the third baby, now you're like, I know these tools, let me pull these tools together, and it's gotten better.
Yes, and each pregnancy was different.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so those each delivery was different.
Oh, okay,
so being induced this time and versus vaginal versus cesarean, and I've had a different spectrum of deliveries and births.
And you had a baby during COVID.
I did. I had a COVID baby. We were locked down in the hospital in one room for 6 days.
You know what's funny? During our staff meeting, we were saying it was a possibility for you to have your baby by yourself, and I was like, I don't think I was like, I want to pray every day about that. That is not what I want for her. I can't imagine that.
Yeah, it was rough, and it was a little scary because they weren't sure if my husband could come or when he could come, and I got held during one of my regular appointments. So I was just like, la-di-da, at the hospital or at my doctor's appointment, just doing a checkup, and his heart rate dropped, and they were like, oh, you're staying, and we're inducing.
So you weren't even ready. You went in the bag.
Yeah, the bag was at the house. Mom was at the house with the kids. I was like, somebody with the kids, and it was a lot. So I've had a different experience for each one.
Okay. But Noah's here. All of them are here. They're very good kids. They're much of a hoop. They're much of a hoop. And they love their mama. But you're a good mom. You're a really, really good mom. Really, really good mom.
Yes. Okay, so thank you for coming and sharing about the Braless Blog. We are so excited for you and can't wait to see what the future holds. So speaking of what the future holds, tell us what we can expect to see from the Braless Blog coming up.
Yeah, so there's something for single women, dating women. So we will talk about, attributes of a man that you might want, or things that might be important versus not, what dating right now looks like. Some of the mistakes. I love to always use my experiences and pull those to the forefront, and I'll be the first to go and expose my shortcomings and what I went through, and so talk about my single life and things that I've done there. And then there's also stuff for like just schooling. Like I homeschool my kids, and what schooling looks like right now, and certain things that you can use for your little ones. I'm going to be doing some collaborative things with other women. So we're going to talk about miscarriages. We're going to talk about sex with your husband.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the big taboo of like, I don't feel like all of that. We're gonna pull out all those topics. What it means to even like love, and what marriage is supposed to look like. Some of the shortcomings, some of the things that we fall victim of in our marriages, our selfishness and stuff. So there's gonna be a wide gamut of things that we'll discuss.
It definitely sounds like the Braless Blog is for the total woman. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you have. I've already watched a few of her episodes. We are going to make sure we put all her information down in the description box. You'll be able to go straight to her link. And please, again, the resources that she has, I'm sure the way she be talking, you can ask her any kind of question. She gonna answer. She gonna answer for you. Yes. And so if you want to get in touch with her and you can't find her, contact us. We'll figure it out. But we are so glad to have you. And we do this every week. We didn't do it last week, now that I think about it. It's okay. We do a wow woman, a woman of the week, which is a wow woman. And we want to make you our wow woman. You are definitely our wow of the week. She's an amazing millennial mom and doing it all and handling it all with a beautiful smile.
Absolutely.
Look at her.
Absolutely.
She smells good. I wish you could smell.
Thriving. Girl, you're thriving.
Thank you so much for coming to Them Brown Girls. And we would love to collab with you any other time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, what's up with your girl, Tonya?
I can't even keep this in too. She was not supposed to do that. You scared me a little bit.
I know, I like it.
Sometimes. Alright, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Them Brown Girls. Thank you, Victoria Archer, for coming and sharing your story and sharing about the Braless Blog. I am so excited for her and the journey that she's on and where this is going to go. So remember to support her as well. And also remember to
click like and subscribe, and make sure you comment down below, and we will respond. We will.
Yes, we will. Absolutely.
It's been another good one.
Another good one, and she's
Need cough drop?
Need a little cough syrup.
Cough syrup.
God bless.
Bye.
Peace out.